You can go watch Steve. I just want to keep the stream up and just kind of see what happens. Okay, okay, bye. Yeah, you're not a better Christian than anybody. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. Atheists are usually. Well, that's so interesting that they might have gotten the supreme leader, but the problem is how I just can't imagine if they did kill the supreme leader that Iran is gonna. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. Atheists are usually. Well, that's so interesting that they might have gotten the supreme leader, but the problem is how I just can't imagine if they did kill the supreme leader that Iran is gonna. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. Atheists are usually. Well, that's so interesting that they might have gotten the supreme leader, but the problem is how I just can't imagine if they did kill the supreme leader that Iran is gonna. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. Atheists are usually. Well, that's so interesting that they might have gotten the supreme leader, but the problem is how I just can't imagine if they did kill the supreme leader that Iran is gonna. Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. Atheists are usually. Well, that's so interesting that they might have gotten the supreme leader, but the problem is how I just can't imagine. If they did kill the supreme leader that Iran is gonna. I don't think so, bitch. Agent of Peace. Islamic terrorist in Pakistan just drove a truck into a crowd of Christian worshippers during Easter. Shiite Muslim militia leader. Beautiful young boys are better than beautiful girls. What the hell? That's fucking disgusting. Yeah, so folks, so like Eretz Israel is reporting that a large-scale coordinated U.S. and Israeli bombing campaign is across Iran. I just don't understand how Iran would agree to a 45-day ceasefire. There's such a heavy bombing campaign going on. That's something that I am a little bit confused by. This is IRGC bitch. She's a mouthpiece for the regime. She's reporting that Israel has just bombed Sharif University of Technology, most prestigious school for science, engineering, mathematics, Aaron's MIT, the graduates out of the universities and companies globally. The Islamic Republic of Iran's internet censorship blackout is now the longest in world history. You know, that's one thing that you have to think about is when you I like this meme. It says 3 times Trump voted for stuff. Listen, I've been voting for Trump since 2016, so I know what that's like. not going to get it. The pro-Iranian side are saying that the reason they want a 45-day ceasefire is because it's going to give Israel enough time to replenish their interceptors, which is most likely not true. Those interceptors are very expensive and um, cannot be replenished in 45 days. It takes months and months and months. Um, Barak Ravid is reporting that the chances of reaching a partial deal over the next fighters are slim. This last ditch effort is the only chance to prevent a dramatic escalation that would include massive destructions of Iran's infrastructure. Um, 0 hours reporting that it looks like Trump is already starting the attacks. The thing with that is they're saying that they hit a university in Iran, uh, um, which is the Sharif University in Iran. It looks like it was hit. Massive strikes against Tehran is ongoing. Black clouds are things. Sarah been getting death threats for the past 2 days for both public. I've said nothing except for Palestine fatigue. I'm going to be spamming. Sorry, guys, if anybody's watching, I'm going to be spamming my stream to get some Professor Jiang. Does anybody know anything about this guy? I've never heard of him, but I've seen him a few times commenting on stuff. I just don't know who the hell he is. Um, Somebody posted this. This is our money going to Israel. Other spending, Israel is 0.001. Look, here's the thing. It's true that Israel doesn't get nearly the amount of money that the Jew haters accuse them of. But Israel is a rich country. They don't need our money. I think we should stop sending them money. And I say this as an Israeli supporter. It's just they're a very rich country. They're well on their way to $1 trillion economy with a population of 10 million. They have all the money in the world. They really and it becomes um, a source of hate in the West, where it increases anti-Semitism because they blame Israel for everything because we send them the money. Just cut off the money. Israel has more than enough money. Just cut it off. You guys don't need it. Honestly, you don't the what and I say this as an Israeli supporter. It's like, look, you're not a poor country. You're not a third world country. Their economy is well on their way to a $1 trillion economy. and and it's like it's being used as a battering ram against them. Just come say we appreciate the support. We needed the support when our country was created. We no longer need it, and in fact, not only we don't need the money anymore, we're still going to order American weapons with our own money, and I think that's going to have a lot of goodwill. Um, Sorry guys, if for the few people that are watching the stream, I'm spamming the link to get more viewers on here, so I apologize if you happen to see that. Um, Mario Nafal, I don't know if anybody watches or follows this guy. He's actually not bad. He kind of rides the fence. So, uh, the pro-West people kind of accuse him of being a pro-jihadist, pro-Hezbollah, that sort of stuff. And of course, the people on the other side who are pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, pro-Iran, accuse him of being um, a Mossad agent. But he's also reporting the access reports that a two-phase deal is being negotiated through Pakistani Egyptian mediators, plus direct text messages between Witkoff and the Iranian foreign minister, um, which they're saying the phase one is going to be a 45-day ceasefire. Listen, guys, I'm seeing the attacks really heavy tonight. I think Trump's getting started early on these attacks. I just don't know if there's going to be a ceasefire. If they really got the new supreme leader, um, I just don't know if there's going to be. Um, yeah, I really don't know. How would Iran agree to a ceasefire when they're being heavily bombed tonight? Um, the U.S. will win the war in Iran. Is one of the comments is the U.S. will win the war in Iran, whether the United States likes it or not. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm just posting my stream to get some people on here. I apologize again for that. Reuters is reporting the same thing. This is very interesting. This is, what's funny is the oil prices had kind of gone up over the weekend for the futures. It seems like oil prices have taken a bit of a dip um, with this new news that Iran mediators are making some progress to a 45-day ceasefire. Um, yeah, so this is the new supreme leader. This is the Khamenei, not to be confused with Khomeini. Khomeini was the leader of Iran in the 80s. This is Khamenei. His dad was that 88-year-old guy that they took out on the first day of the war. This is his son, supposedly a homosexual with um, an inability to have erections. Um, but they're saying that thing. So this is Sharif University of Technology. This is actually sad. I support the removal of the regime, but it's really sad to see schools and universities being bombed. Um, uh, yeah, it looks like it's